Hello friends and welcome to Tech Promen. In this part I would be taking you through the charging and the desulfation process. My friend has recorded a video, he is there, he is right ready. I will be showing you that video in which I would be covering the charging voltage and the desulfation process in a short, and then I would be whiteboarding the small circuit diagram for capacitive desulfator. I will be also taking you through the journey of adding distilled water and magnesium sulfate or the Epsom salt to the sealed maintenance free or the SMF battery. After that, I would also show you the charger that I have used. It's an old laptop charger which was lying there unused in my home. I have cut its wire into getting out a positive and a negative terminal from that charger and used it as a battery charger. It gives out around 16 to 18 volts and at 4 amps. I'll be demonstrating and be detailing everything while the video is on for the charging and desulfation process. Stay tuned on my channel, watch the full video so that you gain complete knowledge. Do not take any risk after watching this video. Please, it's a humble request. I would also urge you to watch the part 1 of this video. If it is not or if you have missed it, you can see the link in the description. Apart from that, I would also request that your protection gears are on, your specs, your mask, the gloves while working with batteries, the lead acid batteries. And friends, I have received a feedback on my videos that I should make it in different languages. I would be preferring Hindi and I would make my best possible efforts to make it in Hindi. Anything or any comments you like, you can hit me up on my YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Do press the bell icon so that you get the notification right away when I upload a new video. Stay tuned and keep liking my videos. Great man, it was a nice explanation. Friends, as you threw the ball into my court, I will be taking you through the journey. I will be taking you further into the journey of charging and desulfation. I will show you how to add distilled water and magnesium sulfate or the Epsom salt solution into the battery. Probably all would be aware. The only thing I will show you is if at all you can open an SMF battery, how you can try and open an SMF battery and add distilled water to it so that the reverse cycle appears as I explained in my part 1. And I will show you the charger which I just mentioned earlier in this video. I will also mention a diagram. I will also whiteboard the diagram of the capacitive desulfator if time permits, and then I will continue in my part 3, that is the next video, where I will show you a lead acid battery which is a distilled water maintenance type battery, and there you can have the hygrometer to test each and every cell for its specific gravity, and I will continue in that part and will explain you further in those parts. So let's get back to my working place or the workplace, whatever you say. Let's go there.
You can see me wearing the PPE. The gloves are there. I also am wearing mask and protective goggles. Friends, we need to add Epsom salt into the distilled water. The distilled water can be lukewarm. It should not be too hot. And hardly 1 teaspoonful of magnesium salt is required, or the Epsom salt is required to be added, since it is a small battery and the cells would not contain that much amount of electrolyte. Make sure you mix the solution well and there are no residual particles of Epsom salt, because then they become hazardous inside the battery. They stick to the plates. I'll show you how to open the SMF battery. The top lid can be opened. It is actually sealed, so once you open it, it will not be fixed just like the way the manufacturer would have fixed, but it can be opened and you would be able to see the ports or the openings from where you can add this distilled water solution to it. After opening the lid, you would find some rubber caps. You need to open those rubber caps. You just need to pull them off. Here I will be filling the solution which I have just made of distilled water and Epsom salt. Make sure it does not spill off. It should not spill over. Friends, this is the charger that I was talking about. This is an old laptop charger which I just mentioned, and I will be using it as a charging circuit for this battery temporarily. One thing you should keep in mind, when you put the battery in charging, the caps or the rubber caps, whatever is available above those ports, should be removed, and the battery should be well ventilated. It should not be in a closed room, because it puts out some gases and it can be hazardous. So take this precaution. Here I have connected the terminals. Make sure you don't mess up with the terminals. The positive should be connected to the positive and the negative should be connected to the negative. And I will show you the voltage and the ampere for this battery. I'll be putting this on charging for probably 15 minutes in sessions of 5 minutes each, because this is a 9 Ah battery and 4 amp is a charging current that I am getting. So overall charging also should not exceed 1 hour, because the charging amperage should be around 30% of the total rated capacity. 30 to 50% is okay. So 4.5 Ah is the maximum charging current that you can supply to this battery. I am having 4 ampere and I will be charging it for 15 minutes, such that the solution that I have just added gets boiled up and starts the electrolysis process. And since this battery is not able to retain the charge, I will then go for the desulfation, and the desulfation would continue for probably 2 to 3 days, up to 7 to 8 days. Let's see.